Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I hope you had a wonderful evening and you're back to recovering, getting ready for the week ahead. Without wasting much further time, me and Dana are going to jump right into it and discuss about what?
Sir, I'm new to the investing. So I'm going to study about what is the investment, what is the stocks that was doing, and how the share market was working. I'm going to do. But before that, I want to invest. So for that, I'm going to invest in a mutual funds. It's a completely scary for me. So I'm choosing the trading account or demat account. I'm doing myself in ETF methods. So for the 1 year or 2 year, I will be taking the time to understand the market, how it was working and how the stocks were working. So right now, I'm doing the ETFs. For that, I'm having some ETFs in my list. So what will be your opinion about that if you are investing in the ETFs only as a beginner?
ETFs are great things to invest in if you're a beginner. But when I say invest, you are looking at investing for the long term. Right? So you cannot invest in ETF for 1 year, 2 year. You have to invest in ETFs for the long haul. People get confused because we talk about gold ETFs. We say if you have short-term investment requirement for less than 2 years, buy gold ETF. So then immediately they get confused. And okay, I'll buy pharma ETF. I'll buy some, instead of just buying gold, I'll hedge my bets. I'll spread it on 5 different things. It's not right. Because basically an ETF is a stock. Gold is the only one which is not a stock. It's actually a commodity. So you cannot look at gold ETF as the rest of them. The rest of them, it's like a mutual fund. It's a group of stocks. And it's electronically traded. It's in all ways, respects, it's as good as a mutual fund. Other than the time of window, you can buy and sell it. ETFs are bought and sold during market hours. Mutual funds are bought and sold during off-market hours. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. So if you're looking at it, keep that in mind.
Okay, sir.
Right. So it is a great strategy to invest if you're investing for the long term.
Okay, sir. And we are not looking in the short term. We are doing for the long term. For the 2 years, we are only investing in the ETFs because to understand the market, but we are holding in the 10 years of span.
Won't work. So the best way to do that is you should only look at ETFs, not as a beginner. At a point of time when you're an experienced investor, like you are, when you can't afford, let's say, the pharma stocks, or you cannot afford IT stocks. At that time, you buy the ETF in Tiffin Coffee range. Let's say your Tiffin Coffee range is only 200 rupees, but you need to buy IT stocks because IT prices are corrected and IT is very attractive right now. Then you can look at buying the IT ETF. But if you're a beginner and you don't know nothing, please do not buy ETFs.
Then what?
Buy passive Nifty fund.
Then index ETF?
Index ETF.
So I'm having the list. Just you can figure out what will be for the beginners and the experienced. First one, sir.
Beginners, very simple. There's only one.
Gold B, sir.
Okay, gold Bs. Fair enough. I will say silver also no. Only buy gold and index.
Then the bond ETF.
No.
Then Sensex ETF.
No, Sensex you can buy.
Sensex.
Sensex and Nifty are the same. They're both index.
Correct. But it was 30 stocks, it was 50 stocks. Then
let's take up argument, okay.
Then the auto ETF, sir.
No. For beginners, right?
No, for experienced.
First, let's finish beginners.
Okay, sir. First,
your viewers will be like, wait, what was that? For beginners?
Okay, sir. First,
rewinding. Wait, what?
Okay, sir. First for beginners. Bank B, sir.
Nothing but just index and gold for beginners.
Index and gold. Okay, sir. So now coming into the experience category.
Yeah.
So that's it.
People like you.
Bond.
How long have you been investing in the stock market?
2.5 years, sir.
That is experience. Now a lot of you will be wondering what does Vinod mean by experienced. Dana has been actively buying stock markets and reading about stocks the last 2.5 years. So that gives him enough ample understanding of what happens in the stock market and realize how price movements happen. And he'll be brave enough to see price move, and even in ETFs they move. So he'll be ready for that. That's why I said he'll be experienced.
First one, sir, bank B's.
Sure. But are you buying it now? No.
No, sir.
So you're asking me now, experience is the rest. Rest you can buy rest. All the remaining ETFs, others can buy.
Experienced.
Yeah. But is it right now to buy, time to buy? Will I buy? I will not buy bank now.
Okay, sir. Then you said EVBs, not Nifty, EVBs is there.
Yeah. EVBs is electric vehicle.
Electric vehicle. No. Because that was a coming up generation. We are investing in the future, not in the way. Then the ITB, sir.
Not right now.
Then auto ETF.
Auto ETFs. Yeah, okay. Right now you can look at it.
Then the final conclusion, sir. Bond ETF is many of them are questions. So in the bond ETF, they are mentioning, if we are saying that
If you cannot buy bonds,
Mm.
right,
Mm.
and you need to have some debt
Mm.
in your to diversify, bond ETFs is going to be.
But in that bond ETF also, what we need to look, because in the bond ETF, it was a 2029, 2020, 30, 2040, 2031, like that in the year was mentioning. So how we need to understand that bond ETF?
I think that we should do a separate video. There'll be something, if I deep dive into bond ETFs and how they're structured, it'll get very confusing.
Okay, sir. So as a beginner, if you are investing in the share market in the only of the ETF things, then gold ETF and then index ETF is the...
Yeah, if you do not understand bond ETFs, how they're working, then you can look at a bond fund. There are a lot of debt funds. You can look at those if you want to. But then again, I really don't think you need to. Because at your age, I'm talking about kids at your age, not someone at my age. My age, you need to diversify risk and all that. Risk management. If someone in their 20s like you or around, you just look at equity, man. You don't need to look at debt right now. You don't have to worry about debt.
But there are plenty of ETFs out there, sir.
Yeah.
So 20, 30, 40 range. And then in the 250 ranges also, we have plenty of ETFs. So
no, like I said, ETFs are a substitute for stocks you cannot afford. So if you can't afford to buy IT stocks, they're all too expensive, then you buy an ETF. But if you can afford to buy the stock, buy the stock in that sector. So if you can't afford to buy ITC, or you're not able to buy anything cheaper in FM.
Sir, that's the question. In FMCG, ETF was trading around 200 to 300 like that. If the
then you buy ITC,
then I can buy ITC. But the Hindustan Unilever Nestle I was missing. But like that we are using.
No, but Hindustan Unilever, all those they're missing are overvalued. So the speed at which that ETF will grow compared to ITC growing over 30 years, ITC will grow by, let's say, X%. This will be half of that. Because there's no growth room in this. No, only ITC will be doing most of the growing in this ETF. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Correct, sir. The ITC boom will be something.
Yeah, because the valuations are such that compared to Hindustan Unilever and Nestle, ITC is undervalued. So there's a huge potential for it to grow and catch up. But for Nestle and Hindustan Unilever to grow like how ITC can grow is very limited because it's already very expensive.
Then the argument will come for the IT index. So if the IT
has the same problem, right?
Okay, sir.
The IT index right now, all the IT companies are very expensive.
But TCS was coming into the 52-week of low, but we are not afford to.
It's still high. It's still expensive at 52-week low.
If it still comes into the level of
because let's say TCS,
it's completely argument session, sir.
I know. TCS, if you look at 2 years, you're still how many percent up? You're up 5%. You're not even at 2-year lows. Okay, if you go to 5 years, you're up 75%. Okay, now 10 years. We're talking about holding for 30 years, 10 years plus, right? For 10 year plus, it's up
150%.
Yeah. So if you're looking at it, it's expensive. I'm not going to say it's going to come down to 10-year lows. But at least I should start looking at this. At least over the last 1 year, it should be negative.
Yeah, last 1 year negative, sir.
Yeah, last 1 year is negative. But I'm talking about 2 years we're holding it. And if you see the macroeconomic conditions, if you look at it where we are, there's going to be more pain for IT sector. So at least for the next few quarters. So let's wait. What's the rush? If you're looking at buying value, there's so many other things to buy in value. This is just for the sake of arguing, for the sake of investing. I just want something different. I'm investing. That's not how you invest. When it's mango season, you grow mangoes. You cannot say during mango season, no, I will grow tomatoes. That's not how it works. The farmer will look at you and you will look at me and say, sir, you can't do that. If it is not rice season, you cannot grow rice, sir. We need the weather to be like this, the rains to come like that. You'll tell me.
But our point of view, if it was a tomato season, then we will plant the mango. If it was a mango season, we will plant the tomato. It will be the price. It will be the valuable.
The tree won't grow. You may grow, plant whatever you want, but you want it to grow.
We use the fertilizers.
You try. For the sake of arguing, you can argue. See, it's all fun and games till your crops don't grow. Any farmer will know the amount of effort it takes to grow a plant. So, theoretically speaking, on the armchair, like you and me sitting in studio with AC on, laughing is very funny. But when you work very hard and you earn that money and you invested it and that earned money which you have invested and you see that going down by 50% is very painful. Even for me, it hurts. Yes, I may not show it and go on talking about it and lamenting because there's no point. It's like I know to lose weight I must not eat. But when I've eaten one chocolate which I should not eat, there's no point crying about it. I ate it. At least from now on, learn not to do it. This is what my trainer will say and Hafiz will say. Okay, at least from now on, don't do it. Okay, at least stop doing it now. Same thing as investing. Don't get it. It's supposed to be boring. It's not exciting. Investment is supposed to be very boring. So you log on, you have your list.
But we are excited, sir, because we are seeing.
No, you're not excited. No, you're not excited. You're so bored. You're finding excitement. Go get yourself a girlfriend. Right? Okay. Life will be very exciting after. Have arguments with her. Send midnight messages to each other saying, you get lost, you get lost. That'll be full excitement. Next day, go to your friends and lament about it, saying, I should have never had a girlfriend, man. And she'll go lament to her, saying, I should never had a boyfriend. Do that. But keep investing very boring. Like brushing your teeth. You don't get up in the morning and say, okay, today I will try brushing like this. Then I'll brush like that. No, instead of using toothpaste, I will put bathroom cleaner because it'll make it whiter, they say, They say all bleach makes the soap. We put Harpic on the toilet and it becomes white. So I just put a little Harpic. I just won't swallow it. I'll just rub it on my gums and make it white. You'll say I'm an idiot, right? If I say that. What? That's what I'm saying.
But that it was a serious issue that you have been noticing.
Our using Harpic?
No, sir. No, sir. That was an issue that who all are the Gen Z like us, who all are coming into the investing, they are advising to their friends or colleagues, investing is interesting thing, girlfriends are a boring thing. So they are becoming a very mature by their mindset. If they are investing, if they are coming into this type of mindset, so they are like that of mindset.
Dude, what's the point having 13 crores 30 years from now, from yesterday's video? If you're all alone, I'm a 50-year-old man almost now. If I go to the dance floor and say I'm single, I'm ready to mingle, I have 20 floors. You think people in your generation are going to look at me kindly?
No, sir.
They'll think I'm a crackpot. They'll think I'm some Vijay Mallya there. Correct. I'd put 2 earrings, wear some sunglasses in the dark and go, hey, baby. They'll think I'm crazy, man.
Correct, sir.
Right? So, at that age, having money, yes, it's nice. But if you don't have life to share with someone, life is meaningless. I'm not saying you should go to the extreme of our own, right? Buy a car you can't afford, buy a phone you can't afford, live on borrowed time. I'm not asking you to do that. But at the same time, you shouldn't go to your extreme, where you're so frugal, you're sitting like this every day. For what?
So both are in the same case.
It is wasting space and oxygen. For what? Both extremes are bad. That's why Buddha says the middle way. The middle way. Learn balance. Salt is important as much as sweet. Only when you mix it, is it nice? Life, end of the day, you can't take anything with you. You'll have to leave everything behind and go. All the money you earn, all the relationships you make, you leave it all behind and you'll go. You can't take it with you. When you came, you didn't bring anything with you. So learn to have a little bit of fun. You just don't want to suffer. The whole point of investing is not to suffer.
So
for your generation.
Suffer financially only.
That is one suffering. That's the worst kind of suffering, right? Because that's the one which makes you feel most helpless.
Correct, sir. And financially, if we are down, no.
Yeah. And that takes an effect toll on your relationship, on your marriage, on your children, your parents, everything. But if money, at least that financial problem is not there. At least you'll be like, okay, Baba. You tell your children, you want, okay, 2 more toys, okay. It doesn't matter, bye.
Sure, sir.
You understand?
I understand, sir.
Hey, I hope you have understood what me and Dana were trying to get at. If you did not, catch Dana on Instagram and ask him to explain to you what we spoke about. Maybe Dana will have some clarity by then. Nothing else more to do. Have a wonderful week ahead. Some more investing ahead of us. It's the first week of March. March is thankfully a longer month.
Correct,
of course, enters the financial year. 31st of March is into the financial year.
But this month was very interestingly gone up, sir. Yesterday, like that. Yesterday was the month start. Now the salary was credited. Okay.
Have a wonderful week ahead. Happy investing. And me and Dana will be back next weekend with something interesting to talk about. I'm sure the market will do us something.
Right? Correct, sir.
Sure. Bye.
Bye.